Hello, this is why going my own way. So I finally called Labor Standard Inspection Office in Japan. I used international calling card because I live in East Coast United States, and the company I was working for locates in Osaka, Japan, a short-term rental management company. I have struggled explaining what is Airbnb, Booking.com, and management company, management agency, and what I'm doing was sending and receiving, responding messages and emailing for the prospective house guest for the short-term rental owners. And the inspector tried to figure out if my situation is either employment or independent contractor. And the inspector was a little perplexed because my situation is kind of blending both traditional regular employment that includes I have to do things under supervision of the company, rather than independent contractor. I can do the way I want to do, and it's a little complicated, and if it was independent contractor job, and I have total freedom or liberty what days and how many hours I want to work. But that company, they delay withheld my wage payment for 10 days when I asked, are you hiring new people? That way my hour will be shorter and I can cut back some days. And then they withheld my payment for 10 days. And I think that was the sign that they want to keep the cheap labor for a long time, which is me. And then and when so the hours and days, I don't have liberty to choose, and my employer, or I should say the company, because my situation is kind of gray zone between employment and independent contractor. And the company's owner, well, I don't want to say CEO, kind of fancy word, so I say the owner. The owner said, I have no plan to cut back your hours and days because we are busy. And I thought, hey, the independent contractor, such as rideshare driver for Uber and Lyft, they can choose when you want to drive. An interpreter and translator, I can choose if I want to take this job or not. And as I am a living host of Airbnb myself, and I could choose if I want to close the calendar or not. And even though the calendar is open, I am able to choose the guest. If the guest intention is to, oh hey, I am a drug dealer, or can I use your house, or oh, uh, we will have a spring break soon. Can I make a big party in trust house? And then I will say no. And of course, I will say yes to service animal or service dog. But the yeah, like a local guest, I may be more inquiring. Hey, what's the motive of staying in my house where my family lives? So it's like the short-term rental management company. They want to use the like they want to use me in as an independent contractor, so that they don't have to pay for tablet, app, notebook, computer, and computer desk and chair. And then even though I didn't have freedom or liberty to choose my hour and days, and unfortunately, independent contractors work if the unpaid wage involves the inspection office is a public agency. It is a government agency, so chances are that they are not in the position of help me out. And also during the phone conversation, I told the inspector that the company used to pay me via PayPal, but the inspector doesn't know what the PayPal is. And then I spelled out P for pink, A for apple, L for London, PayPal. And but by the time I try to explain what the PayPal is, the time is up. My 30-minute international calling card ended. So I guess I can still send the information by snail mail, and they may or may not decide if I am employee or independent contractor. And if the inspector office, the local government office, don't have authority to make recommendation or suggest to the company that, oh hey, short-term rental management company, you should pay for Y. You should pay for Y going their own way. Y is Yukiko. That's my name. And they may not do it. And I asked the inspector if my case is not in the hand of the inspector's office, the labor office, is anybody send me email saying that, unfortunately, you have to ask for attorney because it's rather it is a civil matter instead of criminal justice case. And then the inspector said, unfortunately, we the office don't have obligation to tell each applicant because there are so many labor problems, the sweatshop problems that many either part-timers or temporary staff or independent contractors are crying and whining and please help, but the inspector's office is not huge, and it's there are more problems than the inspectors. So in addition to that, since I live in east coast of United States, I can show up to Osaka, Japan. The plane ticket will be much more than what I am asking as my 2 month wage, which is 1 hour is only $2, so it's very cheap. It's $600. So, and I could, and I don't, if I talk to an attorney or lawyer, like those money 2 month wage will be fly away so quickly. Well, so yeah. So whoever like, for instance, mothers with small children, doesn't matter single mothers or married mothers who are looking for work from home, please be careful. I did translator work and proofreading work, but that was prepaid, so it was okay. But if the invoice period is 1 month later or 2 months later, then chances are that your pay might go on as unpaid, and labor standard inspection office won't be in the position of help you. So all you do is to make phone call and then find out that there's nothing you can do about it other than talking to other than looking for attorneys. So yeah, let's be careful. Like whoever looking for independent contractor job, please stick with reputable company. Of course, driving for Uber, Lyft is not a paradise, but they pay you if you drive. And I know Airbnb hosting, you might encounter difficult guests, or you might have bad experience, but Airbnb will pay you, even though Airbnb side with guests. But if you are careful to screen what guest you want to host, you can pay attention to how many review they have, and if they have good written review or not. So yeah, don't be like me. And yeah, it sucks to be vulnerable or uneducated or not so smart or not strong, but me, at least I can warn other people, don't be like that, don't be like me. So thank you, have a great day.